Alright, what's up everybody? I know I said I was going to take a break from the One Piece episodes, but I forgot GY Yamato's a thing and I've been working on her. So here's the GY Yamato game I finally was able to play because I finally reworked the deck and did some practicing with it off screen to understand how she works a little bit. So here's the very first game of me like knowing what to do, kind of. So turn one I play one Momonosuke for later setup searches if I wanted to. GY Yamato is OPO6 stuff, and she's the double attack leader that comes out, and I think OPO6. I think I'm certain on that. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, pretty much you want to go first, right? So you get the first swing off for 8k double attack because most of the cards in this deck you want to rely on your opponent having 3 or less life, which is kind of hard against another yellow player because their whole thing is about regaining life and life manipulation, but. This is the first game, and I'd like to say that I'm actually happy about this game because this is the first player I've ran into that does best out of threes. So this was actually really fun. I got to really test out the deck more because even when I was practicing it off screen, people just kept leaving after the first game. So it was actually really fun to get a best of 3 game to practice with this deck. He plays a Stroizen, trashes his 0-drop event, and KOs my Momonosuke. Fine, whatever. He wasted an event for that. Momonosuke is not really important for me right now. I just played him because I had 1 Dawn and I could use him for later turns, but my life is pretty okay right now, and my hand is actually not bad. I have a bunch of 2Ks in hand plus a card I can put into life with Hiyori. So he swings at me for 7k because that's what Katakuri does. My boy Katakuri gets that plus 1000. I draw into another Hiyori. I was really shocked about getting another one, but it's fine, whatever. I'm pretty sure what I did here was I played one of the Hyoris to either put Nekomamushi or Kikunojo onto my life, and then I swung for 6. Yeah, I've been putting off commentating this duel for a little bit because I wanted to take a break from One Piece, but then I forgot. It's like, hey, wait, I actually like the GY Yamato leader, so I might as well do it. So yeah, I played the Hiyori to put the Kikunojo onto the top of my life, so that when he does attack me, I will get Kikunojo onto my board because he has 3 or less life. It's really cool what they did for yellow for OPO6. They pretty much made all the samurais from set 1 into yellow, and they gave them better triggers, so that's why you want your opponent at 3 or less life. Most of the Akazaya 9 for yellow depends on your opponent having 3 or less life, because if they do, you get to play them for free. So he plays into a cracker, because he triggered it from life, and now it's his turn. He KOs my Hiyori, which is fine because the double attack made him draw into a Thunderbolt first, KO'd my Hiyori, and then he played Cracker off the trigger. So then he plays 4-drop Sanji, the blocker one, and then he puts a Dawn onto each of his character and then his leader, so he attacks for 7k twice. I'm pretty sure I actually out-counter both of them, even though I know Kikunojo is on top of my life. I wanted to keep her there keep him there just for a little bit, because I wanted to make sure I can get rid of the cracker first. I didn't want to just swing with Kikunojo, lose a body, and even though Kikunojo does gain a life, I wanted to get more value off of Kikunojo. So I have 3 cards in hand. I'm down to my 7 Dawn turn. I think what I do is I actually play Hiyori again to put Nekomamushi onto the top of my life. And I think I take the bottom card, if I'm not mistaken. If I take the top card, then I just forgot that Kikunojo was there, and I'm an idiot. Yeah, so here I go for the attack. I don't go for leader. There's no point in going for leader because the double attack. He only has 1 card in hand, less value. So I just choose to go out at the cracker. He has to either waste Dawn, or he has to either waste cards in hand, or he uses his blocker, which he does. I take the bottom life. I get a 5-drop Momonosuke. That's really good. I took a card for my life that wasn't a trigger, and I put one on, so that's really cool. Momonosuke, I'm glad they made him into a better card now. A 5-drop blocker that lets you put something on your life. That's really cool. In one of the games, in one of the later games, Momonosuke actually comes in clutch. This 5-drop Momonosuke. But yeah, best out of 3 in your boy's favor. But yeah, I drew into Momonosuke from life. I put Nekomamushi. I passed my turn. He plays into 7-drop Mama. Of course, I'm gonna let him take the life because I already know what the 2 top lives are for me, so I didn't want to trash them. Of course, I have to take this life because I have no counter in hand, but I wanted to take it anyway because I got 2 counters I'm waiting for, so it works out. It's Nekomamushi first, and then it's going to be Kikunojo because I'm pretty sure he actually attacks with Cracker here. If not, then I just have Kikunojo on top. But this Nekomamushi is actually pretty cool. Instead of resting stuff like the green one does, he actually can attack people in active mode, which is really cool. It's like they're more aggressive Akazaya 9, so it's really cool. So he swings me for 5k, right? I take it. It's Kikunojo. Obviously, I'm going to take it. I think what I do is I actually play Momonosuke here and put Hiyori on top, because I wanted to I wanted to put Hiyori on top so I could take her from life and all that, and then do the same thing I did with Nekomamushi and Kikunojo to the same thing to Inuarashi in my hand. I don't know what I was trying to say. I think that was the original game plan, where I was trying to just grab Hiyori from life. Next turn I play her and then put Inuarashi in. But I swing for 6k with Kikunojo at Cracker. I think he actually out-counters it with a 2k, if I'm not mistaken. Fine, whatever, if he does. This deck is really interesting because I've always wanted to make Samurais for this game, because I already knew Samurais was coming out, because we were already in Wano by the time this card game came out. So I was like, oh, let's go Samurai deck. But then Samurais came out, they weren't that good. Kinemon was cool for OPO2, then later sets came out. Now Kinemon's just Odin. He's just sitting in bottom tier with Odin now. I think what I actually did was I guess I played Yamato instead. But yeah, either way, Samurais are cool now. That's why I'm running GY Yamato, especially when OPO6 comes out physically for America. I choose to attack 5-5 with Nekomamushi. I really want to get rid of Cracker, even though we were at equal life. He's going to get that double attack off plus that 7k. So I really wanted to get Cracker out of the way, so I just swung both at Cracker. I forgot to actually use leader ability to put the 2 Rested Dawn onto Nekomamushi, so I could have swung 7k at Cracker, but that misplay will make me realize the error of my ways and not reading over all my cards first. So unfortunately, yeah, I didn't get full value off of leader ability. So Nekomamushi just swung for base attack when he could have swung for 7. So unfortunate, very unfortunate. But I think what he does here is I think he plays 10-drop Big Mom. If it's not 10-drop Big Mom, he just chooses to swing with everything he has. But I'm pretty sure he plays 10-drop Big Mom here. Yeah, because I remember this. He took a long time on his turn. He was literally thinking, it's like, should I swing all out? Or should I just play 10-drop Big Mom? And I've been in that situation because I actually do play Katakuri. Katakuri, you already have like good stuff on board, and you don't know if you want to swing with her or if you want to just play Big Mom, because Big Mom is, she's big, all right, she's Big Mom. So like you don't know if you want to go all out. You don't know if you want to swing wide with your cards on board. You don't know if you want to like just play your 10-drop or 7-drop Big Moms. So it's really hard to say because you don't know what's going to happen next turn. So it's just like, I think that's why I like Katakuri a lot too. He has options, like he has really good options. Not to mention he's also yellow. So yeah, he plays a 10-drop Big Mom. Unfortunately, he trashes a Spider's Web with the 10-drop Big Mom. I counter with the Inuarashi to bring up to 6. And then he attacks me for 5. I only draw into Inuarashi. I didn't draw my Beige, so that's just game 1. I had to concede because he had an 8 swing. He had a 7-drop 8 swing, so that was just game. If I triggered into a Beige, I could have won that game. But yeah, on to the next game. I was really hoping he would rematch, and luckily he did. I was like, yeah, I even typed in chat the question mark, so you rematch? Thoughts? Which I am very grateful to this person for actually doing the best of 3s. You don't know how awesome that is to run into somebody that does best of 3s. So hey, if you see this video, thank you for doing best of 3s. I really appreciate it. So pretty much same thing again. I mulliganed, I get a Momo, play Momo first turn because, I mean, good setup, searcher for later, plus it's a Dawn 1 turn play. So next turn I'll have a 8k swing and I'll already have a body on board for a later search if I need it. So I draw into a Narikabura arrow. I think I just full on go out for 8k swing right here. And I'm pretty sure he takes it right here, yeah. Luckily though, I don't think he triggered anything right here. Perfect. Yep, he didn't trigger anything. That's like the questioning part about fighting. It's like, oh man, what did you trigger? What am I swinging into a trigger? So yeah, he actually triggers he plays a Cracker. He drew his card. He played a Cracker normally, and then he swung for 5. But I chose to out counter. I had Inuarashi in hand, didn't really need him. Inuarashi's kind of like an option, right? He's kind of like the Virgo in my Rosinante deck. It's like I could play him raw, or I could just counter him, but I have a Kikunojo in hand, and that's pretty much a better trigger you want. So yeah, I choose to play Hiyori. I'm pretty sure I take the bottom card, which was unfortunately a Dendro, but it's fine because I took a Dendro, I put a Kikunojo in hand. It's a trigger that pretty much helps me in a later turn. It's a trigger that pretty much gives me a body that also gives me life. Dendro just can't be KO'd by effects if he has 2 Dawn on him, but you can still play him for free. So I just choose to swing 5k at leader. And I was actually saving my Dawn up for the Spiderweb, because even if he swings 8k at me, that's enough for Spiderweb to outcounter, and I can restand Momo, which again is another perfect way to set up for another search. So that's why I really want to protect Momo, some more search, since I only have like a 9k Yamato and a Dendro in hand, so I only have 1 card in hand for counter. So yeah, I choose to outcounter the Cracker with the Spiderweb because he has double attack because he has less life than me, so I chose to outcounter that. And I take this one because I have no counter in hand, but hey, it's fine because why? Because I put Kikunojo on top, so Kikunojo's coming out. He's gonna pretty much be my main body for right now because I'm only at 7 Dawn. I'm pretty sure what I did was I actually searched, yeah, I searched with Momo. I grabbed Izo because I wanted more counter, I'm pretty sure. And I played Nami. I think I know, I played Nami so I could get Banish on my leader. Which is, if I did do that, which is fine because like I wanted to bait out his oh my gosh, his blocker. There you go. What I could have done was I could have played the Izo to rest the blocker, then played Nami and swing for 7k Banish. Either way, that's cards in hand, or if I didn't do that, it's his blocker gone. Again, Banish is such a great ability, in my opinion. Especially against yellow, because nobody wants to lose those cards, because they can't trigger, so it's perfect. So I'm pretty sure I played Nami to get that Banish in. And then what I did was, because I summoned Nami, I was able to use leader ability to give Kikunojo 2 rested Dawn. And Kikunojo swing for 8 pretty much. What did I do exactly? I swing for 8k Banish. Yeah, right there. I think he actually chooses to block it right here. I don't know exactly. I don't know if this guy was actually learning the deck. I don't know if he was learning it because he was actually taking a long time on choosing stuff. Even with like the connection issues that the Discord says is a possibility that happens in games. But even with the connection issues, some things he took a little time on. But that's fine. If he's learning the deck, that's fine. So yeah. Pretty much he outcounters it, and he blocks the Kikunojo swing because he wants Cracker up. Luckily for me though, since we're both 3 and 3, he can't double attack. But I'm pretty sure I take the life just so I can use Narikabura Arrow. Or either that, he actually swings at me Kikunojo, and I think I let it go actually. The best part about this deck is that it's green and yellow, but you can actually be pretty aggressive with this deck if you can get it set up, because it's also half green. But most of the setup is on your yellow cards, which is pretty interesting. It makes you have to think about future plays. So yeah, he attacks me for 7. He attacks the Kikunojo for 7. I was like, alright, whatever. Attack it. I don't know if I actually outcounter it. I probably did outcounter it. If I didn't, then I probably let it go just to get the whatchamacallit, life in. But I'm hovering over the E zone. I think I was actually contemplating it, so I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll counter it, get more swings off with Kikunojo first, since he played a Parasparrow, make him waste the Parasparrow swing on the Kikunojo instead. I don't know if he swings for 5k, if or not, unless he lets Cracker live, who knows. Nami's actually a really good, Onami's actually a really good card in this deck, because if you don't want her in hand for the banish, you can literally put her in life with Hiyori, so you can have a Thunderbolt in life, because that's what Onami's ability is. Onami's trigger ability is that she can KO a card 5 or less. That's just Thunderbolt, but it's also a body, so it's way better. So yeah, I swing 6 to 5 with the Cracker, and I don't know if he out-counters it or not. If not, then he just, yep, he lets it go right there. Awesome. I think I play into Momonosuke's, like both Momonosuke's. And I search, I'm pretty sure I search with one of them just so I can get a another card in hand. I put Hiyori in hand in life because I wanted to take her from life and then play her, put Kikunojo in hand from hand into life again, which would have been funny. But I think he actually plays either a 10 drop or a 7 drop Big Mom. He takes the life. He takes a double attack swing, which is cool. Unfortunately, he Thunderbolts. He Thunderbolts my Momonosuke. I remember this. Yeah, he Thunderbolted my Momonosuke, which is very, very unfortunate. I should have swung first. But whatever. I put 2 Dawn on my Nami, swing for 5. Once Nami's on the board, she's just a body. She's just the on-play ability. But because Yamato is able to give 2 Dawn to a character, she becomes a 5k swing. So that's a card out of hand for him. And because of that, you know, I get an extra swing. That's a card out of hand for him. And it's also a body he may or may not want to get rid of. So not bad. 10 Dawn turn, right? I'm pretty, yep, right there. 10 drop Big Mom. But he swings 8 with Sparrow, the 6 drop Sparrow. In my opinion, I don't know. I feel like you should run the 3 drop Sparrow if you're running Katakuri instead of the 6 drop because you already have Randolph for curve. And, like, I don't know. 6 drop Sparrow is okay. I'm not saying he's bad for a vanilla body, but, like, you could have 3 drop Sparrow and get a card in hand. Not to mention you also get a swing. So it's just like, I don't know. So yeah, he swung at me for the 8k, then 5k. I out countered for 6. I play Hiyori. I take the top life. Luckily, I draw into a 2k, and I put Kikunojo on top. Awesome. Enough for me to put Dawn onto Nami, swing for 5k. Awesome. And I think actually here, I don't know if I actually played Dendro or not. I guess I didn't know. Yeah, I forgot. I actually tried to take out the Sparrow, I'm pretty sure. I think I actually put enough Dawn on to take out the Sparrow with Onami. So I had to put on at least like enough to make him either use cards in hand or just let him kill it. So I bring it up to 11 to 8k. He doesn't have enough cards in hand to out counter, so he dies. There goes my phone again. I gotta turn that volume down. I swing for 6k at leader. That's a double attack. He takes it. That's awesome. He gets a trigger here. I don't know if he was wanting to play it, but he didn't choose to play it. Awesome. He's down to 0 life, but I'm pretty sure he Big Moms again. But yeah, with the double attack leader, he's now down to 0 unless he Big Moms again, which is fine. I'll be at 2 life, which is just enough for me to use Narikabara Arrow for to minus some power on the leader. Yep, there's the Big Mom. Just enough for Narikabara. I take the 1 because obviously I don't have enough counter to bring down the Big Mom to enough to out counter. So Narikabara only minuses 3k. That'd bring her up to 9, or bring her down to 9. I only have a 2k in hand. Fortunately though, he swings at Nami of all things. I Narikabara, right? Might as well. I save the Dawn. And then pretty much what I do is here, I'm pretty sure what I did was I played Denjiro, if I'm not mistaken. And then I use the ability to put the 2 Dawn on just in case it is a Thunderbolt. And then I just choose to go out with 8k because I do have a Spider Webs in hand. So I wanted to save some Dawn up just in case. I swing for 8k, he takes it. No trigger. Unfortunately though, since he only had 1 life left, that double attack kind of whiffed, but life is life, we'll take it. I'm at 2 life. Yep, there it is. There's a 7 drop Big Mom. I actually grant him another life, which is fine because I needed to. I didn't have a choice. So yeah, I choose to Spider's Web, even though its full ability won't go off, so not full value, but hey, I needed to. If I didn't, I was gonna lose, and because he had 2 12k swings, so I was like, alright, I'm taking it. And luckily, my last 2 lives were triggers, I'm pretty sure. The next one is Nekomamushi. Yep, look at that, both of them. Inuarashi and Nekomamushi both in life back to back together. The Minx brothers, what is it? Duke Dogstorm and Cat Viper both back to back in life. Because of that, I have more swings now, which actually saved me the game because I was able to get more swings from life, which is awesome. Which, come to think of, I think this game, all my lives were triggers because of all the life manipulation I was doing. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. So I have 4 swings this turn because I'm not gonna put Dawn on Hiyori. There's no point. Hiyori's literally there for utility. She's the sugar for Yamato, right? She's the utility card. You use her for the ability. You use her for counter. That's about it. Sucks that she's an SR though, so she's gonna be pretty expensive when the card game comes, or when the OPO6 comes out, most likely. So yeah, he's just thinking about what to do. He has no Dawn, which is perfect. He only has 6 cards in hand. I draw into a Inuarashi, but I'm not going to summon anything. I'm just going to go all out. I think I made sure to put 2 Dawn onto Dendro first, just so I could secure another swing, because if he has 2 Dawn on him, he can't be KO'd by effects. So yeah, if my leader's at 3 or less life. So I put 4 on him to bring him up to 10. I swing for 10. I'm pretty sure he takes this one. And I'm pretty sure I swing for 2 5Ks face just to make him lose some cards in hand for this game. Don't remember exactly, but I just can't fathom that Inuarashi and Nekomamushi came in clutch because of the extra swings, which made him lose cards in hand for less counter. So yeah, that was actually a clutch play right there of me getting Inuarashi and Nekomamushi back-to-back triggers and back-to-back 5K bodies, so not bad. He's taking a minute to think, either that or the sim is bugging up again, where it takes forever to load up options, or it's either the connection, who knows, one of the 3. But he finally chooses to take the life. I'm pretty sure it's a trigger right here. I think it's a blocker body, actually. Yeah, it's a blocker Charlotte Brûlée. So because of that blocker, I had to like recalculate just enough to do enough damage to take game 2. Inuarashi's ability is okay. You have to discard a card, KO something of your opponent's cards that are equal or less life, but he has no life, so there's nothing I can KO. So there's nothing for me to discard and use ability. So I just swing for AK. I don't use ability, no point. So yeah, he blocks it, right? I swing for 5K at leader. Luckily, though, I'm pretty sure he didn't even have enough counter, thankfully. He only had 1 counter in hand, or enough to out counter to 7 next attack, I'm pretty sure. Which means most of his bodies were either events or they were more big moms, and either that or 8-drop Katakuri. So I swing 8 to 5. Luckily, I was able to clutch this game out with the 8K Nekomamushi swing. Only had enough to go up to 7K. So perfect. Rematch. This is the final 3rd game. This 3rd game actually came down close to the wire again, I'm pretty sure. So not a bad hand, but not a good hand either, so I mulliganed. Another not good hand, but I worked with what I got. So he actually chose to go first, which is fine. That gives me the draw. Unfortunately, I drew into Kikunojo, so I just have to pass turn. No point in me playing Nami because I can't attack, but he will be able to swing at me with a 7K body. Unfortunately, I didn't get Momo. Unfortunately, I didn't get Momonosuke to search for something, which sucks. But I have two 2Ks in hand, so I should be good. Hopefully I can get I don't remember if I get a Hiyori and I put Kikunojo in again later, but he's taking a minute, right? I don't know if he's learning this deck or if it's the sim. I'm pretty sure it's the sim this time, because even though I passed my turn, he's still on his 1 Dawn turn. So please fix the simulator, people, please, because even though you said it could probably be connection, I have a pretty good connection when it comes to playing online stuff. So, you know, we don't pay like over $100 for internet for bad connection. So it really can't be the connection on my end. And I don't want to say it's this guy's connection, but so we're just gonna say it's the Sim's problem. All right, simulator, fix that simulator. So he finally takes his Dawn, draws his card. He's at 3 Dawn turn. That's why I'm saying if you should run the 3-drop Parasparrows in Katakuri instead of the 6 drops. You already have a 5-drop vanilla, which is Randolph for curve. Next turn you'll play 7-drop Big Mom, so you kind of don't really need 6-drop Parasparrow. The 3-drop 5K swing is not bad, especially since you also get to search cards after the swing. So it's just like the 3-drop Parasparrow, in my opinion, is better than the 6-drop Parasparrow. So he puts a Dawn on, swings for 7 to 5. Of course, I take it. Unfortunately, very unfortunate, he swings for 7 to 5, which means I took it and I drew into a Dendro from life. So very, very, very unfortunate. It's just fine though. It's fine. I get some payback. I do a 7K banish. I'm pretty sure he takes these. Yep, he takes the 2. Luckily for me, it was an event card that he could use. It was this one, the Sky Island one, the Enel one. The trigger's only good if you have 0 life, but the 3K counter is also really good, so not bad for a banish swing. And not to mention, I get another 5K swing on my next turn because I get to give 2 Dawn to Nami, so not bad. And I still have the 2Ks in hand and the I have a 1k Nekomamushi to counter with, so not bad. I'm pretty sure I actually do out counter. I think I out counter with Izo and Neko. Oh no, I out counter with Beej and Neko. Okay, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I choose Beej because Beej is pretty much only there for counter in hand, because his trigger is the main thing you want. But whatever. Still got a 2k in hand because of that. He didn't get life off, so that works out perfectly. I don't remember exactly what I do. I think I actually play Kikunojo or Denjiro on my next turn. Another situation where the simulator's bugging again. He has no Dawn. So, like, I'm pretty sure he did end his turn, but, like, the simulator's just trying to catch up. So, please fix this. Please fix it. 6 cards in hand, though, so you don't know what he has. But Cracker's cool. I've actually, in my IRL Cracker deck, I actually have taken, in my IRL Katakuri deck, I've actually taken out the Crackers. Like, I don't run Cracker in my deck anymore. I actually switched them out for the 4-drop blocker Sanjis. So yeah, I would like to elaborate on that more, but I just feel like I need more defense. Because I'm already summoning out big bodies with Katakuri, so I brought more defense in my IRL Katakuri deck. So, yeah. I play Kikunojo, and then I use leader ability, put 2k on to Nami, swing for 5. Perfect. And then there's no point in keeping the 2 Dawn up because I have no events, so I just choose to put both Dawn on my leader, swing for 7k, double attack again. I'm pretty sure he takes it so he can get the Cracker ability off. If not, then he out counters. Either way, that's good, right? Life is gone, or he has less cards in hand. So either way is still good. I'm not really scared of the double attack Cracker. My hand is looking kind of grim though because I do have 3 Denjiros in hand, but we'll work with it, right? We'll work with it. The 3 Denjiros do look kind of intimidating when they're on the board, but when you have 3 in hand, that kind of whiffs because of they don't have counter. He actually triggers some cards. I think one of them was a Thunderbolt. Yep, he KOs Kikunojo, but that's fine because he's at 3 or less life. I get a card on my life. Thanks, Thunderbolt. So it worked out perfectly. Thank God I summoned Kikunojo first. He was able to get me that extra life because of that. And I got a 5k swing off of it too, so full value, fullest of values. He plays a 4-drop Sanji. I think I actually choose to take this one, and I think I choose to actually out counter the Cracker with the Izo. Yeah, so my hand's looking pretty grim right now, but I play the Denjiro, of course, just so I could get some Dawn to use for the leader ability. Of course, I give it to Nami first, because this turn I was pretty much choosing to get rid of the Cracker. I wasn't gonna swing for life. I went straight for the Cracker because I didn't want him to get double attack off actually this time because he has 2 blockers out. So if anything, I was either trying to make him waste cards in hand, or I really wanted him to use the blockers. But most importantly, I really wanted to get rid of Cracker. So like 3 options that are really good. I either get rid of the Cracker and make him use his blockers, or I make him waste cards in hand. So not a bad situation I'm in right now. Unfortunately though, again, my hand is kind of grim. 4 non-counterable cards, 2 big bodies, 2 half big bodies because Denjiro's a 5-drop, and I have 1k counter, which is in Nuarashi. But yeah, I just gotta work with what I got. So yeah, when you play against yellows, right, I feel like the games do go on longer because of all the life gain, all the life manipulation. Like, games go on longer than it does against like red and now blue black Sakazuki. So like, yeah, yellow just makes games go out a little bit longer because of all the life manipulation. So he chooses to swing for 7k with the blocker Sanji. I have to take it, of course. I trigger into an Inuarashi, so cool. I just chose to trigger him because there's no point in keeping a hand for counter because, well, I only have enough for 7k counter, and his leader goes up to 7k. Fortunately, I drew a Hiyori from life. So what I do is I play Momonosuke, try to find a Kikunojo, but what I do is I actually bring out my 5-drop Momonosuke here. That I remember. I was actually deciding if I wanted to go for Onami, but I chose Momonosuke instead. So I'm pretty sure what I do is here is I actually use leader ability first, swing with Onami at, I think, blocker Sanji, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I know for sure that I didn't have to put Dawn on Dendro right now because there's nothing KOing him. He has no Dawn up, so he can't KO anything. and it's yellow Katakuri, so I'm pretty sure he's not running any counter KO events. So I just swing for 5k at Sanji, not Zoro. I think he out counters, either that or he blocks, and then I put 2 Dawn onto Denjiro. Unfortunately though, for Inuarashi, I couldn't get his ability off again because we're both down to 2 lives, so there's no point in using his ability, so I think I swing for 5k base with Inuarashi. But I know I put 2 Dawn on Denjiro just so I can make sure he can't be KO'd by anything. Yep, there he goes. He counters for 2k. He only needs to counter up to 6k, but he probably didn't have enough in hand for that, so that's why I swing for 5-5 with Inuarashi, because I thought he didn't have any more counter in hand, because he had to use a 2k for that, but he did. So either way, he still would have used the 2k to attack. What I do here is, I think what I did was I played Momonosuke and then Hiyori to put a card in life. I think I put Denjiro in life, actually, not Inuarashi. But I don't remember, because there's so much stuff in hand I could put. I could have done something, anything. I only put 1 Dawn onto Denjiro, I think, because I really wanted to get rid of his stuff. So even if I lose a Denjiro, I pretty much get another one back because of the cards I have in hand. So yeah, I think here comes the 5-drop Momonosuke play, the Momonosuke that saved me this game, which won me the best of 3. This Momonosuke came in clutch. Because luckily he didn't Thunderbolt. He wasn't able to Thunderbolt my Momonosuke away, which was able to win me the game. I was actually playing really risky here because he could have just drew one from life. Because I was swinging at life with leader, so he could have Thunderbolted my Momonosuke away, but luckily for me he didn't. So yeah. I was also trying to figure out what cards I want to put on life, and I didn't know which one to put on. So what I did was I put Inuarashi on life because I then played Hiyori to take Inuarashi into my hand and put Denjiro in hand. So I pretty much switched out a non-counter for a counter, and it still does the same effect trigger-wise, so I'll still have a body on board next turn when he attacks me. So it works out perfectly. Yeah, right here. He could have blocked it, right? But he takes it. He takes the 5-5. It could have been a Thunderbolt. It really could have been a Thunderbolt, and I got so lucky it wasn't one. But he chooses to out counter, and then I pass my turn. So what he could do is he could just try to go for game, because I'm pretty sure he plays either a 7-drop or a 10-drop Big Mom. But nope, he chooses to put all his Dawn, or not all, but most of his Dawn onto Brûlé to become a swinger. He unfortunately brought him up to 7k, which is unfortunate. But knowing that he shotgunned his Dawn, I didn't have to worry about my 5-drop Momonosuke, because I didn't know if he was saving 2 Dawn up to KO the Momonosuke with Thunderbolt. But he shotgunned his Dawn, so I knew that he didn't have any Dawn up for that. So I just took both swings, and then I blocked the leader swing with Momonosuke, which was perfect. The Momonosuke... Oh, there goes my phone again. But the Momonosuke came in clutch, just like he did in the show. Wow, it's canon. Momonosuke clutching stuff up. So yeah, I blocked the leader swing. He only has 2 cards in hand. I have 5, technically 5 swings, but of course I'm not going to put any on Hiyori. I'm going to put 2 Dawn onto Nami. I swing. I think he out counters, but if he doesn't, he takes it. He could have actually, if he took it, it could have been a Thunderbolt. He could have KO'd my Kikunojo or my Denjiro, but he probably would have just KO'd something else, either of the two. Because even if he killed Denjiro, I still have 2 swings. If he killed Kikunojo, I would have gained a life. Still had 2 swings. So this situation was just really perfectly set up for me. Here goes the sim again, not working. Stuck on blocker step, but he has no blockers up because he's swing with Brûlé. I'm pretty sure if he did have Brûlé up, he probably could have won. I don't know. I didn't calculate for that. I was calculating for me winning. But yeah, 5-5. Take it forever. There's me with the mouse going nuts. I think I was literally about to type in chats like what happened. I think I just put more question marks. Yeah. He doesn't counter. He takes the life. It was a trigger, but I don't know what it was, but I don't think it mattered. So what I do is I just put all my Dawn on Denjiro and I swing for 14k. And that wins me the best of 3. Finally, a best of 3 match that I was able to record, because every match I play on this sim has only been one game, and everybody leaves after the first game. This is the second person I've ran into that does best of 3s, and I was actually able to record it. So yeah, that was a fun game. I got to learn Yamato more. I got to play a best of 3, and yeah, that was Yamato. This is GY Yamato.